In this assignment today we are going to see how to connect and how to get the room temperature and humidity of the room using your DHT11 sensor and Raspberry Pi. So for that purpose you will be requiring one Raspberry Pi, DHT11 sensor, or you can use DHT22 sensor, no issues. You are going to connect your Raspberry Pi and DHT11 sensor along with your PC, like your keyboard, monitor and mouse, to your Raspberry Pi. You will have one memory card that will going to contain your Raspbian, and we will do the connectivities as per the requirement of the Raspberry Pi. Then after that we will see how uh, this code will work. But before that, let us see the specification of this Raspberry Pi. This Raspberry Pi is available in different format like this. You can see on the screen. The dimension of the Raspberry Pi will be like this only. Sorry, the dimension of DHT sensor will be like this only. This is DHT11 sensor. In this DHT11 sensor, there are total 4 pins, but out of those 4 pins, only 3 pins will be in use. One will be for your power, one will be for your ground, and another one will be for your data. The fourth pin will be of no use. We will see which pin will be of what use. We will see that part in upcoming slide. But before that, this DHT11 sensor will going to show you the accuracy up to 5%. That means the humidity can detect from 20 to 80%, whereas the temperature range that is detected by your this DHT11 sensor will be like this. Humidity will be 20 to 80%. It may have 5% of accuracy, means what? 5% of plus minus, we can say. The temperature DHT11 will going to detect will be from 0 to 50 degree Celsius with plus 2 plus minus 2 degree of temperature. Now there are total 4 pins, as I say. So those 4 pins are like this. The first pin will be your what? 3.3 volt, which will be connected to your pin number 1 of Raspberry Pi, and you all are aware about that. The first pin of Raspberry Pi will be of 3.3 volt power supply. The second pin of your DHT11 sensor will be of your data pin, or it will be your what? Output pin, that will be connected to your Raspberry Pi pin number 11, and the pin number 11 of Raspberry Pi is GPIO 70. If you remember the pin diagram, it is like this only. Then the third pin of your DHT11 sensor is of no use. So we are not going to connect that pin anywhere on the Raspberry Pi. And the fourth pin of your DHT11 sensor is of your ground, and it can be connected either on your 6 number pin, or you can connect it on 9 number pin, or you can connect any of the ground. So after doing all these connections, here you can see in the diagram, here you can see after the connection of these things, like the connectivity mentioned in this table. First number pin connected to the first pin, the second pin of DHT11 will be connected to your 11 number pin of Raspberry Pi, third will not be connected, and fourth one will be connected either at 6 number, 9 number, or you can connect on 20 number, 30 number, 25 number. All these are your ground pin. After doing this connectivity, you are going to start your Raspberry Pi, and you will do the connectivity. Suppose like this. This is your connectivity. This is the connection done by the between these are the connections between your Raspberry Pi and DHT11 sensor. So you can see that the first pin is of VCC, yes, the first pin is of your what? 3.3 volt power supply, so it is connected on this first pin. The second pin is your data pin, and that data pin is connected to your pin number 11, that is your GPIO 70. Third pin is of no use, so it will remain empty. And the fourth pin is your ground pin, so it is connected on your what pin number, let's say 9, and pin number 9 is your ground pin. So when you are going to connect your DHT11 sensor like this with your Raspberry Pi, then next part will be you need to write the code of your what DHT11 sensor and Raspberry Pi. So you need to open the text editor. In that text editor you are going to write this line of code. You are going to save the code and run the Python code. You will get the output like this. The output will be like this. It will going to continuously detect the temperature and humidity in infinite ways. So what exactly it is? Let us see what is there in the code. If you wish to connect your DHT sensor with your Raspberry Pi, you need some external package, and that external package is Adafruit underscore DHT. This Adafruit underscore DHT you need to either download or you can directly install with the help of your Linux command. We are going to import, let us say that Adafruit is already installed in the Raspberry Pi. We are going to import that Adafruit here, like import Adafruit underscore DHT as DHT. Then our sensor is DHT11 sensor. So it is written like this. We are going to declare one variable. Let's say the name of the variable will be your sensor, and which sensor we are going to use. We are going to use DHT11 sensor. So we will write like this DHT.DHT11. This is the sensor type, and this DHT is coming from this import Adafruit DHT as DHT. So it is like this. We are going to connect this DHT11 sensor on GPIO pin number 17. So it will be GPIO. We are going to declare one more variable. Let's say GPIO is equals to your 17. After that, this is what the declaration and import part. Now we will see the actual code. The actual code of your DHT11 sensor will contain only this line of codes. Number one, first line will going to have your humidity comma temperature is equal to. Now here humidity is your variable, temperature is your variable. No need to declare the temperature. You can directly use the temperature in Python like this. So humidity comma temperature is equals to Adafruit DHT, or you can write it as a DHT dot read retry. This is the built-in function of your this Adafruit package. Read retry in bracket sensor comma GPIO. Now what is sensor? This sensor is DHT11 sensor. And what is GPIO? GPIO is we are connecting your DHT11 sensor on pin number 17. So this 17 is stored in this variable, and this variable is used here. You can directly write here this DHT11 comma 17 also, or you can do this also. Now what will happen? This DHT package will going to continuously read the sensor data from pin number GPIO, and it will going to store. It will automatically distribute the two parameters, two values. One will be your humidity and another will be your temperature. The humidity will automatically get stored in the humidity variable, and temperature will automatically get stored in the temperature variable. Now it will be your what? While true, and here you are going to write the, you need to just print. So you are going to print it like this. Temperature is equals to 0.1 f. F stands for your float value. So it will be one decimal float value, and instead of degree we are writing star, and C stands for your Celsius like this. And humidity will be again your one floating value, and humidity will always be in percentage, and the format is mentioned here. So you can see the output here like this 22.0. So that one decimal is because of your what? 0.1 f. F stands for your what? We need to display the output for one decimal point. That's why it is written as 0.1 f. So the output will be temperature is like this, humidity again 0. Whatever will be the value dot 0, and it will be in percentage like this. So this is what the code is, and you will get the output continuously. you will get the output like this. Why? Because of your while true, because it will be in continuous loop of your what, while loop. So this is the code of your DHT11 sensor, and this will be the output of your DHT11 sensor. This is the connectivity that you are going to do. You are going to connect the first pin of your DHT11 sensor for the first pin of your Raspberry Pi, which is of your 3.3 volt. Then you are going to connect your data pin on the pin number 11, which is your GPIO 17 pin. The third pin will be of no use, and the fourth pin of your DHT11 sensor will be connected to your pin number 9, which is of your ground. And after doing these connections, you are going to write the code like this only. And this is what the connectivity of the pins are. This is the specification of your DHT11 sensor, and this is the connectivity part.